It was 2 a.m. Samuel had been driving his 18-wheeler down a deserted highway for hours. Thick fog swallowed the road ahead, so dense that even his high beams couldn't pierce more than 30 feet into the darkness. He hadn't slept properly in 3 days. His eyes burned. His hands trembled on the steering wheel. All he wanted was to reach the next truck stop and get some rest. Then he spotted a roadside marker. Mile 100. The numbers were painted in bright red. Samuel sighed with relief. 10 more miles, he muttered. Just 10 more. To stay awake, Samuel switched on the radio. Nothing. Only a harsh burst of static. Grrr. Then something strange happened. The temperature inside the cab dropped instantly. His breath turned white. A chill crawled up his spine. Slowly, he glanced at the driver's side mirror, and his blood froze. Behind the truck, emerging from the fog, was a woman. She wasn't walking. She was floating. Her skin was unnaturally pale. Her long black hair drifted around her face, as though underwater. And her smile, it stretched far wider than any human smile should. Samuel slammed his foot on the accelerator. The engine roared. The truck surged forward at nearly 75 miles per hour. For 5 minutes he sped through the darkness. Then he checked the mirror again. The woman was gone. Samuel exhaled shakily. Maybe he was hallucinating. Maybe exhaustion was finally catching up with him. Then he looked ahead. Another roadside marker appeared through the fog. Mile 100. Samuel frowned. That's impossible. A few minutes later, another marker. Mile 100. His heart began pounding. The highway stretched endlessly ahead, yet somehow he wasn't getting anywhere. He was trapped. Then, bang! A violent metallic crash exploded from the trailer behind him. The entire truck shook. Samuel nearly lost control. He looked toward the sleeper compartment. Nothing. Silence. When he turned back toward the road, another marker appeared. This one read, Mile 99. Confusion turned into terror. Why were the numbers going down? Samuel slammed his foot onto the brake pedal. Nothing. The brakes were frozen solid. The truck refused to slow down. Every 2 minutes, another marker flashed by. Mile 98. Bang! Mile 97. Bang! Mile 96. Bang! With each impact, the whispering inside the cab grew louder. The woman's voice, right behind him, breathing, laughing, waiting. Samuel screamed. He cried. He prayed. But the truck wasn't his anymore. Something else was driving. The countdown continued. Mile 50. Mile 25. Mile 10. The whispers became deafening. Mile 5. Mile 4. Mile 3. Mile 2. Mile 1. Then the fog suddenly disappeared, and Samuel saw what was waiting ahead. The road ended. A massive cliff stretched across the horizon. There was nowhere to turn, nowhere to stop. The truck hurtled toward the edge. Samuel squeezed his eyes shut and screamed. Then he saw the final marker. Mile 0. Samuel's eyes snapped open. No truck, no fog, no highway, no woman. He was lying in a hospital bed. Machines surrounded him. A doctor stood beside his wife. The doctor lowered a red folder and spoke quietly. I'm sorry. The accident happened 3 days ago. He's been in a coma ever since. His brain activity is shutting down. His wife burst into tears. "Can't you do anything?" Then she noticed a monitor beside the bed. The numbers were falling. 100, 99, 98. The doctor stared at the screen. His face turned pale. Those are his final moments of consciousness. "What do you mean?" The doctor swallowed. Before the brain dies, some patients experience a final dream state, a place their mind creates as it shuts down. The monitor continued counting. 75, 50, 25. The doctor's voice dropped to a whisper. Until that number reaches 0, his mind may be trapped inside that dream. A tear rolled from Samuel's closed eye because deep inside his dying mind, the truck was still moving. The fog was still there. The woman was still smiling. And somewhere ahead, Mile 0 was waiting.